le balamuan a choki ko per be le tual no mano ko di taba ya kina meno kene pama no regio ko ci gona mando ko anya dupe eno mi go mele no pe ko kana ko di tilo bi gana jang be pe ki me poyer pe ki me yot kom ko di pe ha me yot kom dia dum tuala me kay be ngalo le gana chawadi kayin ko be la le tu ye kay chiel e ka chir ni me ti tu du ida hatal anu yini wo cheni wo tiu ke nenu ko kanyo ko pien to wel da hatal ti malu amera no kanyo jo du pera mono meno ko ni chan ti dongi dogolo mi apor ikom report ame kweda ame oti auditor general ko ni mano imwa he mwa halo bi gana ro chene ame ro trillion na pa dan tu boda ta mi pe ko ba ber ka ke ni don ka ko ko ento pien dong no auditor general ko kweda mano pien gino tiu ke game no ron ko ba na mano ta mano ko na pe ha dong ti twa lach lobo mano game te pole wak joy moin en ko ni apara ko hati duong to twa cho ja lo be ki rock e ti lacha kino bini ye pe jo ja lo be ki ta women en kere lo be ki ta women en kere no district ya to bini mi mem moin be fi jo to show en ko na hani ko pe mayo lobo ti duong to twa ne mi apor ko ni lobo me apa na ha ko pe ti me pe tum lao kana wor ma ti nga duong lobo ko la ni mano kwan jo balalo ko wai lo me lao ke chi oli bedi to da han ko ni what a president e general mo de of keto no put pe go me ya ko ni choi le go ko ni we gi dogo la ko pe no ya ka en put pe bi me mo be ko pa en ko bi yore ko ni ka gi no don yo cha national platform gi no bi no mi yo gi ni chi ko ke ti ame ko ni go ko ni de pe ko bi kwa ni gi no ko ya po ro chi me mo me yu pdf ta ka no cha wa chi choki ko ni mano gi no pa ni ko ya pe nya na pe ni ke ko ngo ame ti ke me mo ni mano daga ke la po ha me ro tie yo yo mon ke go ko en te ko ni mano apo ha ti adong te pe nya ni ana anen general na di me ti Uganda kana me kaina ni roki ni ti ron ko ni kana wora you teach me you are ka che wora teach me like dege Uganda Airlines ka che ke don ko mana do imon ka che ke RDCs ke DPCs me ti ngoni pe ti ron yo morti malu yo morti pe ko ni premier de elodi ya pola. We'll take a very short break. When we return, we'll take off again with you, Mr. President. Let us know if at all you have some partnership with the other political parties who are also in the same race to free Uganda, like opposition political parties have always said. This is Vice Rango, and keep it here in case you're just tuning. We are hosting the president of the National Unity Platform, Bobi Wine. Robert Central Machagulin. Keep it here. The oxygen is being consumed now. We will have to adhere like that.
Has it actually been?
Yeah, it's on. But I think our population we are sucking it too much. 3 more talking points, sure. And then we get some calls.
No problem.
Yes. And then we get some calls.
Abantu akabiri akagud nalisira banga kumbiri no onyumye tofayo jara meyo nyusinyawo tebakuri abakompyuta bena kutamchaka nilacha bien vive
We're getting back on air. Let's get back on air. Solo il radio chiaramente medical in the radio one now. Here we're a very good evening to you. Listening to Voice of Language in the studio. We are joined by the National Unity Platform Party President Robert Sentamuchagulanyi. And Mr. President, welcome back from the break. Earlier on, I asked, does National Unity Platform has some program to partner with other opposition political parties?
Thank you. Absolutely, yes. We have been having conversations with anybody and any group that is pro-change. We are desperate for change, that even if somebody is not part of us as the National Unity Platform, we are willing to work with them. As a matter of fact, we were not a political party in the beginning. We started out as a political movement, the People Power movement. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Somebody said this should happen.
Sabotage. Are we still live? Okay. Yeah. I can be answering the question, or maybe we wait and get back.
Let's wait. Let's give some 5 minutes.
Sure.
If the problem is on our side, it will be fixed. But I doubt that.
No, but the message was tough, was beginning to get tougher. So.
Definitely, they cannot take the truth. Well, as you can see, friends out there that are following us on social media, we are in the studios of Voice of Rango FM in Lira, but the power has been switched off in the midst of our interview. I hope the power can get back on. Yeah, or maybe they can switch on the generator. But either way, oh yeah, they switched on the generator. That was a real standby generator.
Somebody from the door can help me.
Yes.
Sam.
Yes.
Like great to all, I have to pay met joy. And like great to all.
Badde njagala omukyala bw'anandaba yamanye nti nva kutuyana ntuyanira gwange naye kati ntuye omuzisangudde bajja kulowooza oluzungu lwange. I hope the radio itself is still on.
It's off. We're still waiting for that signal to come back.
Shall the time be compensated?
Definitely.
Okay, great. Brilliant. In that way, let me prepare my English. To all those that are watching us live online, we request that you bear with us power has been switched off, but the generator has been switched on. We are waiting for the signal to reconnect so we can proceed with our program. Please bear with us.
Yeah, because they bring back and they remove them.
For you.
As we wait for power to be back, I'll ask the Secretary General, are there plans to translate the anthem?
So it's already translated.
Yeah, the version is there.
Oh yeah. If you allow at the end, we shall sample.
If you allow at the end, we can
okay.
sample it.
It's okay there.
Yeah.
We can prepare for that as well. On one side now we are on, we're waiting for the signal. I hope it's not what we are thinking.
I'm also thinking.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
What you're thinking is also what I'm thinking.
Correct.
Definitely.
Welcome home.
Thank you. Either way, even when they switch off the power, the message gets there even much more.
Definitely.
You know? They fear what they don't know and they get what they fear.
Oh, you knew this would happen, right? Yeah.
It is automatic. We are not surprised.
The way
That's how they
was
operate.
calm, I just knew something.
So the calmness was suspect.
Yes.
I think, first of all, they did expect us initially.
Very true.
They were surprised, yeah. They were surprised.
They thought you were in Gulu.
No, they expected this talk show to be on Zoom.
Oh. They didn't think we were here live.
No, they expected it to be on Zoom.
Yes,
It's what I'm aware. Yes. Even by 7. Even by 7, we still
So who is supposed to give us the signal? UCC.
Yeah, UCC controls the signal, but I think, yes, it's coming back. The last call I made was telling me they're working on it. Sam, check the dog around for people more like you know. Ah, check dog. Come to do over. Check dog. Okay, finally we are back. We will have to proceed
Can
from
you
where we
first
stopped.
give it some 3-4 minutes?
My friends from the press, they're getting back on air. Radio Voice of Life. I'm going to make you a team in the Trinity, why you push that tech to 12 if I have a team there. Now, one of match. And to go my bad, they have found one blue here. Get in a team medical chicken, you take a party president, nationality platform. Robert, same time with check with me. I'm a bad fan with the Bobi wine and a long years. Dear listener, I really want to take this time to really apologize for that power cut we experienced, but finally we are back. I hope you continue listening to the messages that the National Unity Platform Party President has for us this evening. And he's still here in the studio with us. We'll be carrying on. Mr. President, you're welcome once again.
Thank you.
Earlier on, like I said, you are explaining to us your idea to partner with other political parties in the fight for a new Uganda. You can carry on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate, and I'll also add my voice and yours to request our listeners to excuse us, but also to understand the circumstances under which we operate. Now, I was saying that we are willing and ready to work with everybody that wants change. And I mentioned that initially we were not even a political party, because we started out as a political movement that sought to unite all political players. We had hoped to go into the 2021 election as a united force of change. Unfortunately, some members in the opposition, like we said some time ago, are only concerned and focused on their positions, and they fight in a composition that threatens those positions. This came to play when we saw the DP being compromised and others to ensure that we don't work together. But still, the people of Uganda were united nevertheless, and they went ahead to deliver a resounding victory against Museveni, although it was weak. This time around, we have spent these past 5 years in conversations with various people, including Dr. Kiza Besigye and his team, General Mugisha Muntu and his team. We had a conversation with our brother, Jimmy Akena and his team, and many others. The agenda is to get all the people that are tired of the Museveni dictatorship to work together. And we hope by the time of the 2026 election, we will have garnered a substantial, membership in that coalition of the willing to see that we push together for the change that we so badly need.
Thank you so much. We radio Elko Nimano Chalo Party National Unity Platform in Miragitia Boom to 12 Nimano Kevin Lahala High Melo Uganda, that get ticket again and 12 men of the category Party Kene, Madam Jalwan, and Nimano Fellow, Alahala High Meti and Elkoni. I was not a category, they got Busu and talk. Remember, I can American TV, it was their part. In now, taking the culture can American part of it can get to okay, party, okay. Cover up only man party bala, Mano Democratic Party, Town Tiame, and give no to Diaco, but government and college on the Jamaic ticket, give no pay your pony, Town, you know, cool guys get in Canada, because you move this Muntu, Mano, Menanimano, party, okay, made I take it, and then the time to the chill, Menanimano, La of Uganda, Kilo Charity. Now, Mr. Party President, I would also ask you to make your comments. Today we had a High Court ruling that has seen us see the shortest time of a member of Parliament in the Parliament. Even you went to Parliament through by-election, but yours wasn't that short. As a party, what will you make for areas in Mbazi, now Kola?
Thank you very much. It's interesting. It is not only the shortest period that a member of Parliament has been in Parliament, but it has been a case of very many firsts. It is the first election where you see an armored vehicle member getting into the polling station during voting. The first time where you see a person elected to be a member of Parliament, but they are delayed unreasonably to be gazetted. And even when they are gazetted, the first time you see a member of Parliament being sworn in the Speaker's office and not the chambers of Parliament. So it has been so many cases that are unprecedented, but also it has been probably the shortest election petition. There are many other petitions that are not even yet decided, but this was decided in just a number of days. Why? Because the courts are not independent. Here comes a situation where watching the military, which is under the control of General Museveni, brutalize a candidate, brutalize people in uniform and in plain clothes, where it is known. But now, the victim was turned into a culprit. And yes, they went ahead, Judge Naamanya went ahead to, overturn the election of Honorable Narukola. We've seen that, and like it was said by Honorable Narukola himself, that it was not him on trial, but it was the court on trial. And the court has gone ahead to expose itself. We, as a national unity platform, of course, will challenge it in the appellate court. But we also know that since the judiciary is not independent, if the court of appeal does the same thing, we are more than happy to go back to the people of Kawempe and they will once again deliver an even more resounding victory against Museveni, like they have historically done. For the last more than 25 years, the NRM has never won that seat. The people have always put their feet down. This was the beginning of a protest vote. And the shameless Museveni and his regime just won't take no for an answer from the people of Kawempe. We know where the people stand. The people know where they stand. And they will, any time of the day, any time of the week, and twice on Sunday, deliver that humiliating defeat against General Museveni.
The Electoral Commission Act dictates that if it's 6 months to general election, by-elections are always not held. This may to the people of Kawempe North, will it be from the party as national unity platform or?
Well, we are appealing against that judgment. And when we appeal against it, then the Honorable Narukola will continue to do his work until the appellate court pronounces itself. And should it also do it haphazardly and in haste like it was done, then we are happy to go back to the people of Kawempe, like I've mentioned. Of course, we know we live in a country where laws are nothing more than the paper on which they are written, but still we'll swim with the tide and we will persevere through.
Thank you. Right, so in radio, our party president, Yapanya Manapanya Kere, Amaho, Manano, Mola, Mobility, Kini, Kangal Kopadu, Mokop Monome, Kopi Hadung, I caught, Monome Parliament, Monome, Kawe Tumalu, Amano areas, Bazina, Pedum, Bilu, Medina, Parliament. Imando hobera meme pala meme dunga na hoba nchwe lo ni lo Uganda to poru bilo bera titida lo ala na hand party president of you world by election and hobi yuli ente ko ni monu peka chaki a chiel ke ko gimbe moti meme bera chaka di comiero na kola chiel bera chaki meme pala meme bera na kala ma chiel mario bera chaki me yera meme pala meme dung marka umon bera duonga do la ma meno kero do bera chaki me parliament ni parliament e ka te quere officer speaker ko dangi da chaki mano me jo te ko mi era ka te ngol yunge ka kiti do ngalo ala mo ki ko ka se ke ko dangi wona jo fuori chu jo fuori bol qui jo polo polo ne no pe punto twan e ka me yera me ka en pe malo eto ko ni charo do ngol ko ti do ni ka ti ngola mere geno ti ame o rinyo do ko ni mu ki ko ne o puer ni gento yen ka chikere ngola no katuni ana pe dangi ka do mu pendo chik me do lawyer ko ni mo do la bisian o pero mo yang na to ke no pero balanga na ye pe ko ni mano of course geno ti ame chawani wor ko ni mu ki ko me kwai ka o ki ho ri mudang na ko la ko ti pe ti chere chala me parliament mano me Kawempe imalo. As we get to conclude, of course, you need to listen to some calls.
Absolutely.
2 and 3 like that.
Yeah, maybe before we go to the calls, with the indulgence, I take long to come, and it used to be my city, my town, especially the days when I was performing. I feel the need to send some salutations to, first of all, the first guy, the first promoter, who hired me to come to Lira, and that was a guy called Onapa Jimmy, also known as DJ Cool, sending my greetings. And in studio, we are with our brothers, fellow leaders, Comrade Adonio Michael, Comrade Moses Mawa, Comrade Sarah Awol Angweri, and Isaac Ojok. They are amazing, and I want to salute them since time is fast running out. Also with me are my fellow able and eloquent leaders, the Right Honorable Joel Osenyanyi, leader of opposition in the Parliament of Uganda, and our Secretary General David Leus Bongoya. I would really request that the people of Rango hear their voices, even if for a minute, and then I'll very happily come back. And
all right. Oh, before I let you go, maybe you tell us something about the protest votes.
Absolutely. Yes. How about I give that opportunity to the Secretary General to share? Thank you very much.
All right. We're welcoming our team on air.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the opportunity. So we've been talking about the protest vote because we all know the problems that we have in this region and indeed in northern Uganda and the rest of the country. As our president said, if you see the money that we lose in corruption, that money is enough to fix the roads. It is enough to ensure that we have proper health facilities. NUP believes that women should not be dying while giving birth, but should also not pay to give birth in hospitals. But as you know, when you go to any hospital, even here in Lira or even in the entire northern region and by far in Uganda, and then they will start asking you for money, even for gloves. They tell you to go and get gloves. They tell you to get Panadol. They tell you to go and buy even the most basic things from pharmacies outside there. And of course, there's a lot of corruption, people asking for money, in part because the medical workers are not paid well. You heard recently, just a few weeks back, that members of parliament were each given 100 million shillings to pass that UPDF Amendment Act, which has made all of us vulnerable to that military court, because now they will come to your home if you have a problem with anyone and plant a gun in your house, plant gumboots in your house for the military or anything, and claim that you've violated that UPDF Act and take it to the court martial. And if you go to all these prisons, you'll find many people. In fact, when you go to Chitaria, you find very many people from northern Uganda. People have been picked from Rango, from Karamoja and other places, and they're not being tried. They have been there for 9 years, subjected not to no trial, and they're just there in prison. So that is why we are protesting. So because of those problems, that is why we're calling it a protest vote. So when you come out to vote, please know that you're protesting against injustice, protesting against poverty, protesting against land grabbing, protesting against corruption, protesting against dictatorship, protesting against all these evils that we're talking about. And what do we mean by protest vote? One, the people to turn out massively, very big numbers. Number two, want them to protect the vote, 100%, ensure that nobody is stealing the vote. Number three is to ensure that once you protect the vote, that it is actually announced, that the real results are announced. And you follow that through to ensure that the victory of the people of Uganda is not usurped by a small clique of people who are oppressing our people right now. Thank you, Comrade SJ. And
maybe I take right before we welcome. Now, I'm with you, Secretary General, Tiano Kobodi Mano, Alpenye, because no, I'm going to do Mogini, but I am out to be any man protest. Gloves, talking with the dog, the other locale, the other pension, and water tour. Remember, you should pay a piano to teach me or come down. They'll chola bear, you pay hotel rooms to rally your come. Go to Perukan here, Kaitame, Karkane, Utiame, or did the Jawa, I can't be near Billion, your truly. I don't know, give the Hokelo, the Woodgate, you kill the Duke, you touch the Waki or the outer Makonikel or American tea. I mean, you need to maybe show you tell you bush no for no ballad animal. Konika, you know the bush, you know, Tinama to my therefore, I mean, you will make Yella for the part, I mean, John, Uganda. Cobranimanos, you know, you took Konika job on the quick. Boldom Quira, Kama, Kamani, he come fake Jama Russian at the year. Bernimano, German is a petty bag, there's a new trade to indicate with ball query. You can come over here, Patrick, Menu, like I can with ball, and it walk on queer. kuona hata kwa lo yore kana me jotia me atero ye mano kitame en ko ka chigere. We'll be welcoming the leader of opposition, the Right Honorable J.R. Senior. You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother, and thank you for hosting us. We do appreciate the people from different parts of northern Uganda who are listening in to the discussion that we are having. I figure it's way beyond. Okay, we're changing tactic here a bit. I realize that Voice of Rango seems to be listened to far and wide and not just in Rango. Just saw a message on social media, somebody called Anguzu, who says he's tuned in live from Koboko, listening in. We do appreciate you. Look, the people of northern Uganda have borne the brand of the Museveni regime for the last 40 years. If there is any region that has suffered under this leadership, it is northern Uganda. It has suffered a great deal from the wars that were unstoppable for a very long time, disease, poverty, poor healthcare, poor infrastructure, and so on. Every region has a bit of that. But when you come to northern Uganda, it's a different story altogether. It is a sad reality. And so if there's anyone that should be fighting for change, a lot more, it is the people of northern Uganda. And you see, many times, I said this somewhere today, that many times they'll throw peanuts at people of northern Uganda. Some seven will say, I've given this ministry to somebody from the north, this ministry to somebody from the north, and he wants the people of northern Uganda to be excited because he has appointed a minister from that region. But you see, that does not change the situation in northern Uganda. That one minister does not ameliorate or better the lives of the rest of the people in northern Uganda. So stop being excited because your relative or somebody you know from your region has been appointed a minister, yet your roads are in poor shape, your hospitals have no medicine, the schools where you take your children are in poor shape, the young people, majority of them do not have jobs. Stop cheering and saying, at least we have a minister, we have somebody in this commission and that kind of thing. You deserve better as the people of northern Uganda. Recently, Parliament came up with what they thought was a grand idea, and I thought it was a ridiculous idea, to say, let's take Parliament to the different regions of the country. And they began with northern Uganda because they know the dire state of northern Uganda. And they were saying, once Parliament goes to these regions, those regions are going to get better. I opposed that idea together with my colleagues, and I said, this is wrong. You're spending billions of shillings to rally members of Parliament, staff, ferry them to northern Uganda, where it began from in Bulu. And you are saying it's going to better their lives? I said, no, we have a parliament where we sit. Instead of spending more money, let us sit in our parliament and discuss the issues of northern Uganda. MPs from the north are present. Let them talk to us about those issues of concern. And I told the government, if you are really serious, because I saw many people in government saying, Senyonyi, you don't like northern Uganda. And I said, you government people, if you really like northern Uganda, instead of just taking a sitting there, fix the issues of concern there. The regional sitting came, it ended, and northern Uganda remained in the state it has always been. Let's push for better. Thank you.
Welcome, I'm in radio. I'll tell you, part of my team government, Yard Mokochik, Mano, my parliament, just saying, you know, Mano, give me to Mano Uganda, but before you, they call him Paul Piento. And call it Kado T, regional Uganda, Ghana, Pehojana dot to Mano Uganda. Pekigiritie yo kominyore keno kene ento metu mala Uganda papa tie chiantia dot kan wurien tukule kere yo tu topa me petia ba en ko ni kame do jo yera yo chunyora me adonglo kera no kana me konyere pe na chelo ko ni mono kai chimo dama chiade be minister en ko ni bu pe mi be no kera wa hali chima tinu mo be minister chiel ni ario en pe we change pe ane tie nyangu tu mala Uganda gande en ko ni yo me pete mano jalo yo chunye yo ya e ka te kera la hala ko dangi yo me tu mala Uganda ni no ko nya be yo ko ponye ke school ke yo de na me no tie pe ko ni cheki on mo chik ko ke le lo ke mo ko nya be regional parliament je ko na chaki tu mala Uganda ngem yo ni chana duon ko mo pe kana en na piro ko ni te mo kwero e jo te ko ni ne dago tu mala Uganda pire piendo en pe ya e kan ento en me ko ni chana me kan duon mo ki mo parliament e yo me ko yo ko pe ni chana me kan ame pero pe again ya e ka te ko ni bino dong We'll be taking the phone calls on our number 076.
May I request, before we take the phone calls?
Since you said you're going to add us some more time.
Yeah, my apologies. You see, today I would have spoken straight Luo, but I wanted those people in Kampala to understand me. That's why I spoke English. However, I wanted to request my sister Sarah Awol to speak my Luo on my behalf.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my sister, welcome please.
I mean, really, I don't party president Kony and local level and okay, we here, and when we did your camera, I can win copper from me, and to end your laminate, and start what I'm going to studio can, but doing cover the fashion.
Apoya tech the studio. Get a one metal with your voice of now. The which I hope it will be translated to him. My name is Sarah Awo. I represent the workers at City Council. I am a leader in the City Council. So I'm here to welcome the president and the team from National Unity Platform as a leader in Lamu sub-region. Then too, as a mother, I also want to welcome him to Lira. You say you always come here once in a while, but it's because you didn't have a mother in Lamu. But now you have a mother, and now you can come anytime. Don't even be scared of all the intimidations. We are there with you in the struggle.
Amen.
Now, Maggie Kimere, Tamito Paul, Amitoni, Aqua Toro Duchameti Lao, Paula Kara, Jokoni, National Unity Platform, Oberokama Buru. Every year, and one Toro, it is actually hard and it's sad for us to lose our children in all these circumstances that the NRM is putting us in. So it is better for the mothers now to join hands and we move together with National Unity Platform because they speak the same language that we are speaking now. I want to make it clear, categorically, that in Lango, it's only me who always fight for corruption. And all, the corrupt will fight back at me by a lot of fake cases and have been arrested severally. Party that I serve the NRM. But I think it is time for us to move out and speak to the public. Whatever it takes, we are there for you. And we are there for our people. So Luakmelao, Anate Lokachala Tinlao, Danero Chan, Pilao. And this is the time. Me chawa me wan miru ya, utelo karachel, kerijoa metelo kolebwa. Eta party gwaku joa metia gwaku kadegi. Amegino Townie, they have surrounded what to eat, and they want us to help them protect their food. That will not happen. We shall say no to those ones who are really eating the future of our children. And they are pretending they're securing the future. If you're really securing the future of our children, why don't you allow them also to be part of the future? So that is nonsense. We shall not accept, and this must stop.
Thank you.
So the president, I want to thank you. Come again to Lamu. I am also contesting to be the woman member of parliament for Lira City with the two confused ministers of President Museveni. Thank you.
Let's go, Sarah, let's go.
Not a bit not about deck, not a bit about deck. You can post in our phone numbers, let us know where you're calling from, be precise, brief, and accurate, and straight to your questions because it will save some of your time for the team to get back to your concern. Waisalam. All right, I'm going to see what it's all about. I'm going to cut to I depend. Waisalam. Apa itu soal kopinya? Itu lokalnya. Apa itu soal Robert Kulama? Okay, wait. Why to try? Ini wah pen bojok yang dah bel pen you, itu pecah bel tu. Why so long? No comprehend. Walter from Akokoro, thank you for calling.
No, I want to ask this gentleman and his speech.
Yes.
what have they brought to people here? Because I tell you, organize them not in those people. What are the package they have brought? What have they said? Thank you, you are all good people. What have they brought for us?
Okay. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. Hello. Go now. Yes, man, Calvin TV, I'm a voice of love. Yeah.
Program of what you president one and for my of more penny.
They can sing go Jimmy Gwen.
After Poporo, you know, many tweeting you know that I want now can I tell you, you should be a man on layer one. Can I know people getting a layer one?
Okay.
Then my in a channel program of petition was a no one and you know,
now, voice from Pepe. Voice of love. Hello.
hello, cousin.
Look up here.
Bonita Morata.
Didi Mamata.
That's what it has been when I look for what more they got. Anyone only like that more of go better on book to have it a day.
What are you?
You're just only kind. You will be lost. Now, no one is young, although you never go back and go with you on night for that. One of the guys will be so one for the window.
Voice of Pepe. Voice of love. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, look up here. Look up here. What is about you? Okay, if you need. Yeah. What are you paying more? Good evening, how are you?
I'm okay.
I don't know where you're calling from.
I'm really down.
Okay, straight to your questions.
Mr. Bobi Wine is Excellency and then George Young. Welcome to New York City. I only have one word for them. It's good they have come, but I'm looking them or I'm questioning them about the people they use. They might humble them or demote them. But some people that the songs they're playing in New York City here cannot be done. Especially the other things that the studio where. Today you better you see tomorrow she's having to run out and today I'm here to go.
The day is for the party. Can you ask your questions straight and accurate?
Sorry?
I'm saying the day is for the party as Nook and they're here to attend to you. Can you be precise and straight to your question?
About what? No, I'm telling them.
Yes.
They promote their party because now it's about the agenda is about the number.
Okay.
So sometimes the people that they are using might sell the party or might not sell the party.
Thank you so much for the encouragement. One last question. Voice of love.
Hello?
Yes, super big.
Yes, we are talking to Peter.
Caesar, where are you calling from? Peter.
Peter.
Yes, Peter, where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm coming from Lepton.
Lepton district.
Yes, I'm encouraging the president of the move to go ahead.
Okay.
But she should also learn to cooperate with the to pick up the demand on the power.
Thank you so much. It was just encouragement. Fine, our last call. Hello?
Yes. You are speaking. I'm calling from here speaking.
Yes.
You are speaking to Odong Abe.
Odong Abe.
Yes, I want to ask the president of National Unity Platform.
Yes.
I want to ask him two questions.
Go ahead.
Number one.
Yes.
He is a Muganda, we know him, Muganda. Kapaka was born in the central. We have never seen or even a prime minister visiting Rango or a Kabaka visiting Rango. Now, we want the vote in the Rango sub-region.
Mr. Odom. Mr. Odom.
That is number one. Number two, national unity platform with one people also. When we elect to be the president of this country, where will we push the Kabaka?
Mr. Odom, I will not allow the president answer your question because it's about tribes. We are talking about political party.
No, actually, I don't mind answering it.
Okay,
I am happy to answer every question.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right, so everybody, when you wear check, count the chin, a gam, a pen, you do, you look at your follow me your time, your care, pen. We'll be taking a very short break when you return. The party president gets the return of the observation and the answers to your questions and the encouragement you share with him. Due to time factor, we can't take any more calls.
Stella, no, I don't do it. Why you Canada?
Wow.
But you notice that we need more time to speak.
Using that as another side, so they are saying you must retain your language. It's already yeah, so when people speak up, they go to back, they are under
Now that we are off. Okay, we're getting back. There's this question we are contemplating about. Somebody asked about homosexuality.
I will answer every question.
fear any question.
Okay.
Me not fear no question, man.
Thank you, man. All right. The only question I believe that translated for you, all of them. Yeah.
And if you see I've not answered any, feel free to ask.
100.4 and 88.
Party president, national unity platform, you don't talk to your penny, Mr. Party President, I welcome you. Give the answers to the questions raised and the words of encouragement shared with you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Now you will notice that I was deliberate to give a history because I am aware that so much propaganda has been pushed around. The regime cannot come and say we are lying about what we're saying, but they use propaganda and bare lies. And it has not just started when Chagulani came. No, this started way back in their mean times. Museveni has survived on propaganda. I've told you the story of how Chief Justice Ben Chiwanuka was killed and the car that killed him, and how Museveni wrote about that car in his book, Sowing the Mustard Seed. So he's accused of having been the one that kidnapped the Chief Justice Ben Chiwanuka. But not only that, the same person has made sure that he devised the people of Uganda. I've also mentioned that Museveni and his team, and these were words coming out of the mouth of Kainda Otafire when they're burying Adonia Tiberondo, and he said they used to put on UPC t-shirts and kill people in Uganda so that the people of Uganda can hate UPC. That has been his game. When they took power, they took the soldiers of Kaira after killing Kaira and deployed them in northern Uganda to wreak havoc in order to create that hate. Now we are victims, our generation, we are victims of that hate. they set us up against each other to make sure they divide us so they can conquer us. Those are the same lies that keep being pushed to see that a person, a married man like me, you know my wife, and their children, so is our SG and all our people. But to see that the regime is trying as much as possible to push the homosexual narrative, like they push the tribal narrative just because I'm a Muganda, and they push a narrative of us working with whites to undermine African independence, etc., etc. All that is propaganda. So I don't know about those matters of homosexuality. Those are matters of Museveni and Andrew Mwenda, because he has been Andrew Mwenda, who is a spokesperson of Muhoozi, has been the proponent of homosexuality. Why don't they go and ask Andrew Mwenda? Let them go and ask Muhoozi, because Muhoozi recently said he wants to remove that law. So please don't ask me about matters of homosexuality. Go and ask Museveni and Andrew Mwenda and Muhoozi. In any case, Donald Trump just stopped the money that was sent to Uganda constantly to promote homosexuality. Let the government of Uganda, let Museveni's government tell us how they were spending those billions meant for promoting homosexuality. Don't ask me those questions. Ask Museveni, because he's the one that has been given that money to promote homosexuality, the same money that gives to those pastors and all those people to attack us instead. Okay? So ask them those questions. Don't ask us. You asked me about, some brother asked what we intend to do for the people of Rango. And he was right, because many times we first point at the problem, because the problems are all everywhere. The poverty in Rango, the land grabbing in Rango, the exclusion, the tribalism, etc., etc. Now, we intend to do, and is right. Number one, but not limited to only that, we want to deal, at our heart is healthcare, because this has affected everybody. Our Secretary General has eloquently put it, that at the bare minimum, no woman should die giving birth. No woman should have to pay to give life. Hospitals, schools should be funded well. So we want to improve our healthcare system, our hospitals. We want to improve our education system. We want to improve our infrastructure. How come there's no train that is coming from Rango to other parts of Uganda? So we want to fix our road network. We want to fix our infrastructure. We want to ensure that electricity reaches all places of Rango, because that can be done. We want to build on the efforts and the plan of those our forefathers, because in Museveni's regime, after 40 years in power, we are still relying on the infrastructure that was laid by the likes of Dr. Bote, the likes of General Idi Amin, etc., etc. So we want to fix that. We want to pay back the people. Many people are war claimants. Yeah, their property was stolen during the war. Their cows were taken. They have claimed and they died, and their children came and inherited the claim. They are not, compensated. They should be compensated. And this is a claim all over the country, in Luwero, in Peso, in Acholi, and even here in Rango. We want to fix that. We want to end the issue of land grabbing. Somebody, and unfortunately, the things that this regime does, it tries to put the blame on other people. I was 4 years when Museveni came to power, but now he's blaming of 40 years of his rule, to the extent that they are pushing a narrative that because I'm a Muganda and those Baganda talk about land so much that their land ends in Sudan. That is propaganda. That is nonsense. I know the Baganda have Buganda land. They actually have land. The people of Rango have Rango, and all Ugandans have their land, and it has to be protected. This regime is culpable of mass land grabbing. Museveni deployed his brother in northern Uganda. Look at, I'm told that Salim Saleh has now 25 square kilometers in
In Lakang.
Square miles in Lakang. Where did Salim Saleh buy that land? In Bunyoro, they have land in miles. In Buganda, they have land in miles. They've grabbed that land. For us in Buganda, they have even removed the graves of our forefathers because our land in a patch everywhere. They've grabbed that land. We want to end that issue of land grabbing. Right now, Northern Uganda is grappling with the issue of Valaro. They bring their own people, they settle them on their land, and then they say, Bobi Wine wants to steal his land. Are they okay? Certainly, they are not okay. So that is all propaganda. We speak publicly because we want to ride on the power of the people, empower them to take their land, but most importantly, to give them back their land. Now, we come to also the other propaganda of Kabaka. Yes, I'm a Muganda, and I'm proud of that. Just like a Munyoro, just like a Munyankole, just like a Langi, just like Anacholi. We are all graciously created in the image of God, and our identities are supposed to be our source. For me, during studying, my best friends were never my tribesmen. Either they were Nubians, or Acholi, or Banyankole, or etc. Our generation is a united generation. Each one of us comes from where they're coming from. And every community, especially here in Africa, has a traditional leader. In Northern Uganda, we have the Rot. In Bunyoro, they have Omukam. In Toro, they have their king. In Busoga, they have Chabazinga. In Buganda, they have Kabaka. These are all traditional leaders. They are cultural leaders, and they are very specified in the constitution. Their role is specified. So there's no way one person, whether they are in power or they are not, that they can put their traditional ruler ahead of the other ethnicities. Okay? These are leaders limited to their communities for certain purposes of their. So there's no, it's propaganda that where I come from, it's as if they're trying to say that I will impose my culture and the language and even way of life of other communities. Then where is the beauty of divergence? Yeah. I mean, thank you very much, Lord, for reminding me. And this is reverse psychology, because these are the same people that are forcing their cultures and their languages on other people by force. As we speak now, you all saw Museveni's son Muhoozi, when he abducted my comrade and brother Eddie Mutwe, took him to his basement, stripped him naked, and started torturing him. And his crime is because he does not know Lunyankole. Nobody is going to be teaching no other their language by force. You are proud and should be proud to learn their language. So the things that they are choosing us of, they're the ones that are doing. We are a new Uganda, where a person from Rango will be proudly Rango, and actually will be proudly actually. A Muganda will be proudly Muganda. A Munyankole Anite, so that is the new Uganda that we believe in. Don't listen to the propaganda. Take charge, you as the citizen of Uganda. And finally, somebody was also asking me why my traditional leader does not visit Northern Uganda. Well, I am not the Kabaka. And I don't think it should be an issue for me to answer, because I'm a national leader. Yes, I'm a Muganda, and I'm a Catholic. But when I walk out of my house, my Catholicism stays in my house. My tribe stays in my house, and I become a Ugandan, and I move like a Ugandan everywhere.
Thank you so much. Before I let you go, there's this question about